I apologise, this is going to be a talking video, to be honest. I'm not going to beat about the bush about this, so I'll just add that light there so you can actually see me. Now, I had a video set out that was meant to be released today, and it's all gone to pot, and I'm going to explain why. Firstly, you'll notice that this isn't a DAF. So last week I got in contact with the owner of Pollux, and we all have outgoings, etc. And the wage that I was on with the 4 on 4 off just wasn't enough. So the decision was made, and I got in contact, and it was finalised that I would be doing full-time tramping 6 days. 5-6 days, give or take. So I'm in this MEN, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, but as of this Sunday, so today of filming, today is Wednesday at 10 o'clock at night. I've been talking with some of the Pollux drivers for the last couple of hours, but as of, this was decided on Tuesday, I'm doing 4 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, having me 45 off, and then I'm starting back on Sunday, so I'll be back in the yard for early Friday morning, and then have my 45 off and start late on Sunday. My mistake. So that is going to be the new layout for my channel. I'm going to be tramping properly, doing a bit more distance stuff as well, which is what I wanted, and some more money in the bank. As I said, we've all got outgoings, you know what it's like yourselves, rent, council tax, electricity, it all adds up, and I've got flatmates to help share the cost, but still in the day, I've got to be the one that pays for it. So I've got no really savings at the moment either, so yeah, this is a positive step in the right direction of what I want to do. But I'm be given this MEN. Now, I've obviously watched a lot of Scott Andrews videos, so I've picked up a few little tips and tricks in here, and my original views on MEN was very, I didn't like them. After the rigid that I was driving, the recovery truck that had so many problems, it just left a bad taste. But this has actually changed my mind. There's only 2 things that are wrong with this. So this one's a 2019, it's a 510 horsepower. So the 2 only problems with it is the steering wheel is massive, absolutely massive. You can change it, move it, whatever, but you just can't get over the actual size of this thing. I mean, it's literally the length of my arm from my middle finger right the way down to my elbow. It's huge. And the other issue that I've had with it is the automatic gearbox. Now, most automatic tractor units that you drive, if you're coming up to hill, etc., normally you flick it down a gear. It builds the revs up so you can get up the hill and not lose momentum. With this, you'll go from sitting at 56, and it will go all the way down from 90 kilometers an hour, which is 56 miles an hour. It will go all the way down to about 80, which is somewhere in the region of 48, 49 mile an hour. Now, if you say you're overtaking someone and you're going up a hill and you're quicker than them, you just lose that momentum. You look like an idiot. But that's the only gripe I've had with it. Apart from that, they've redone the display in here, so the buttons actually now do something. It's not so confusing as like the rigid I was driving was an 09 plate, and you just couldn't, the display, there was just so many options and stuff, and you had to do so many key combinations, whereas this now, it's really easy. So well done to MEN for actually figuring this one out. The sound system in here for a truck is amazing. There's a subwoofer right behind the driver's seat, and it bounces, really does bounce. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot, someone said in my last video that my beard looked homeless, so let me just tend to that one quickly whilst I'm whilst we're on here, let me just tend to my homeless beard. Here we go, done, all sorted. And I've got my hair, I had my hair cut by my flatmate as well. She is a hairdresser, so it's now done properly. No more COVID cut until it grows in the next week. But anyway, yep, sound system works fantastic in here. Head unit now works as well fantastically. There's a lot of space on the back wall there in the DAF that I was driving. I should say this is like the Giga cab. It's huge. You can actually stand up in here, no problem at all. And I'm 5'11". On the back wall there, you've got two USB sockets and a 12 volt and a 24 volt power supply. Cigarette lighter type things on the back. That works fantastic. So yeah, this has changed my mind on MENs. Also, the tachograph as well does working time. So when I've thought I've been within my working time limits, it's actually binged up to say you're due 15 minutes out of your first 30 minutes. You're still due one, and it gives you a countdown, which is really nice. It does obviously driving time as well, but certainly the tachograph's been fantastic. So well done, MEN. Anyway, so this truck I started on Tuesday, I'm giving it back on Friday, and then my new tractor unit, well, newer to me, I get on Sunday. Place your comments down below on what you think I'm going to get. Now, so that's my working life talked about. As well as my working life, I had a phone call today from the compliance manager or compliance officer at Pollock, who's a very nice man called Phil, and they have brought to light my YouTube channel. Now, from what I can gather, they're not opposed about me doing videos. They're more concerned about my safety. Pollock's does have a social media policy in place. So I have been very good in the fact that I haven't been disclosing my loads, what's in the back of the truck. I've told you guys, you know, soft drinks or alcoholic beverages. I've never disclosed company names, brand names, places that I've been to, etc. Obviously Pollocks are just concerned about my safety. You know, I'm sure every driver, you know, if someone was at your door going, driver, there's you know, something wrong with the back of your truck, you go out and have a look at it, and someone thumps you over the head with a baseball bat, and you know, or you know, oh, there's that Scottish truck driver, oh, he only does this, this and this, we know what's going to be in the back of this truck. For instance, when I go to the brewery, you don't know what's going to be in the back of this truck. Could be packaging, could be glass bottles, could be alcoholic beverages, you know. So from now on, I'm not going to say where I'm going to give you the rough town of where I am, and I'm not going to disclose. I'm just going to say that I've picked up a load from such and such a town, and that's going to be it. I can't disclose what I'm carrying. Also, you know, Pollock's does have some secret stuff that they don't want us to film, which I haven't done, or otherwise the camera's been facing me if I've been going into like a customer's yard, etc. I have mucked up a few times and said, you know, a company name by mistake, which I can only apologise for. I am human at the end of the day. But there's going to be a few changes to my channel. There's no longer, Pollock have told me that there's going to be no more filming while I'm driving. I have to be parked up, just for the sake of, for instance, in the video that I did, which I know Pollock have watched, where I went down to T-Sport with the 2XL trailer on the back, that video where I grabbed a piece of paper to look at I think the weight of, or the height, or something to do with the trailer or the truck. I can't remember exactly what it was. you know, if someone had, say, pulled out of a junction on that road, not that there is any junctions anyway, but if someone had done, I wouldn't have been able to react quick enough, which is, you know, and that would have obviously put someone else's life in jeopardy, not to mention as well, driving. If I did hit someone, obviously there's very, very serious consequences. So from that aspect, there's going to be no more filming while I'm driving. I can do time lapses. The GoPro itself is voice activated, so when I say the words record, it's not turned off, or pause or etc, stuff like that. The GoPro Hero 7 that I've got does do voice activation on it, so for that sake I can do time lapses, and I can tell it to do time lapses when I choose it to. But from now on, unfortunately, there's going to be no more of me driving. It's just going to be time lapses, and if that's something you guys are okay with, I'm happy to do it. If it's not, I completely understand. It has set a bit of a damper for me, you know, to the fact of I even want to continue filming anymore. But there is circumstances where I can film, like the tight reverse in a certain supermarket distribution that was in between the two lorries, stuff like that. You know, there's been a lot of people that have asked for, you know, reversing, that have maybe not reversed for a while, and you know, like a talk through of how to actually do it, or you know, what I'm looking at, etc, inputs I'm putting into the steering and throttle, etc. So yeah, no more filming while driving. I think that was really it. As I said, I don't think they're really fussed about the filming aspect of it. Obviously, I'm trying to paint Pollock in a very positive light, and I touched on this in one of my last videos, where someone commented an Indeed link to Pollock's, and it's a pretty scathing reviews that are on there. I'm trying to show that the company I work for, I'm very, very proud to work for. I want to show them in a very positive light by going, look at these amazing machines that they're letting me drive, you know, the places that I get to go and see, etc. I want to be proud, and I would like to think that maybe if someone from Pollock is watching this, you know, that they might think, well, you know, he is a young YouTuber, it's nice to see younger guys in the industry, you know, and he's doing our company a favour, not favour, but, you know, showing the good sides of HGV. Which brings me nicely onto the next few points. So I think everyone, maybe not everyone's seen the Trucker Alvarez video, where he had a pop at the Wittering Trucker and DD. I'm pleased to say that he has actually removed that video. Same as like the Jenkinson's driver, you know, I think us HGV vloggers, and I said this on Dazza the Trucker's live stream, we're trying to boost the image within the industry to show that we're not all idiots behind the wheel. We are, you know, normal human beings that have feelings, etc. Truckers before all this coronavirus were painted in a very bad light. In my opinion, it might be different for everyone else, but for me, I thought, you know, before I became a truck driver, I didn't think all truck drivers were, but I'd had a few bad experiences, and I'm sure there's people watching this that have had a few bad experiences as well with HGV drivers. Not saying we're all perfect, but when you see stuff like the Jenkinson's driver video, or Alvarez's video of him publicly slating off someone else, it paints us in a very, very bad image, and that's the image that most of us are trying to reverse. So Trucker Alvarez, if you are watching this video, mate, well done for removing the video. I respect you more for doing that, mate. You have my respect now for doing that. Whether it was your choice or YouTube, I don't know, but if it was your choice, well done on you, buddy. That's all I'm going to touch on that one. And then Trucker Craig's video, everybody, I'll try and remember to put in the description below Trucker Craig's video about him being fake. I just want to say, Craig, I spoke to you anyway, but I want to say this on record. I think you were incredibly brave for doing that, mate. For admitting your flaws and admitting you think that you've been trying to impress the Road Legends. I think we all start out like that, to be honest. We all want to be part of the Road Legends. We all want to be, those drivers that when you go onto YouTube, it's those guys, Kev, Jay, Luke, Jenko, Scott are the first ones that pop up when you type HGV vloggers or HGV UK. Those are the guys that come up. We all want to be in that limelight, of having the amazing the amazing experiences that those guys do. For instance, Kev and Luke's adventures to Norway with Scania. We would all love to do stuff like that, to make this whole YouTube thing worthwhile. But when it comes to a point when you're trying to change who you are to fit in, it takes a lot of stones to admit that you've been putting on. So I'm not having a dig at Craig at all, by all means. I'm not having a dig at the Road Legends as well, which I'm about to get onto in a minute anyway. But yeah, man, incredibly brave for doing what you've done. Again, you have my utmost respect for being brutally honest. I think everybody uses Didi, to be honest, as an example of, that you don't have to be in a group to succeed on YouTube. I mean, Didi's, what are you on a day? Like 50, 100 subscribers a week, a day? I don't know. But the guy makes amazing content, and he only had one camera. Now he's got two, and he's doing even better videos. So in that retrospect, you don't need the Road Legends, but at the same time we do, because the Road Legends, people watch their videos, and then the smaller ones, I've noticed, or maybe because I'm now subscribing to more and more people on YouTube, are actually getting recommended through their videos. So yeah, everyone thinks they're the alpha truckers of YouTube, or not, depending on your opinion, but because of them, now smaller channels are actually getting the traction of viewers coming in to view their videos. So without them, none of us might be as successful. That as well. Right, so that brings me on to the next point. So I think Luke put up a video in response to Chris's video, Craig's video. My mistake, I don't know, there's a Chris something truck right in front of me, saying that Luke's fake. Now, I famously made the video replying to the guy that had a pop. I'm not going to mention him because I've since found out that he was actually arrested for something which I'm not going to divulge. But me and Luke have spoke on and off since that video, and I can confirm Luke isn't fake. I've spoke to him on the phone, spoke to him on Facebook, spoke to him via Instagram, etc. And Luke is as he is on YouTube. He swears a lot, I'll give him that, but he's not fake. I think it's the same with other Road Legends as well. It's the same, you think of these guys as, that they're just going to be so self-opinionated about themselves, and it's only about them. But no, I mean, I've had a few conversations certainly with Luke anyway. I know Kev's responded to a couple of comments I put up on his video, same as Jay, Jenko, and Scott's just recently subscribed to me as well. So if these guys are so fake, why would they be talking to other YouTubers? we're now in a group on a social media platform where most of the HGV vloggers are in one group. So if these guys are fake, they'd be using fake profiles, you know, but I can go onto their profiles and see some personal information about them. I should say this group is private, so you can't search it. I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about this group, but I'm going to include it anyway because it adds into what I'm trying to say. That from a small part-time YouTuber like me that's spoke to a fair few of these guys, they aren't fake. They aren't you know, any different to what you see on YouTube. I get maybe if you've met some of them at like a truck either they went to Peterborough, you know, they may be quick conversation with you because they've got so many people that wanted to sign autographs that people may have got that bad impression that, you know, they only just want to talk quickly and shoo you on. But you know, the guys actually are really decent guys, and a few of them have helped me out with stuff from my channel. So no, I don't agree with the comments that looks fake, and I'm not backing the guy up just because he's a bigger YouTuber. You know, being brutally honest, he swears a lot, but from my personal experience of him, I don't think there's anything wrong with the boy, being brutally honest with you. So what's that I've covered? Truck, Job, Alvarez, Craig, Luke. I think that's it, to be honest with you. I had 5 points that I really wanted to talk about. I apologise, the lighting's probably pretty terrible at the moment. I'm at a truck stop for tonight, which I'm not going to disclose what truck stop I'm at. But no, the way that the guy on the phone to me about the Pollock, you know, the Pollock YouTube thing, they have handled it really well, and you know, it's kind of shone my light to say, you know, there's maybe a few things that I can change with the channel. Whether you guys are happy to accept that or not, I'm probably guessing a lot of you are going to unsubscribe to me for the simple fact, you know, that I'm not really going to be able to film as much anymore. I get criticism a lot for my videos, poorly edited, just a lot of talking, to be honest with you. But when you are under these constraints that I am of, for instance, only having one camera, or not being able to sort of film in places, it limits your content, and I just wanted to do something that, you know, makes me proud to be a, you know, to do something that makes me proud and happy when I see that, you know, 10 people have watched my video. It's ecstatic. I mean, I think my last couple of videos have hit over 1,000. I still haven't came off Cloud9 yet. But let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. If there's anything else you want to further add on to what I've said, I think that's really it. It's just, as I said, I had a whole lot of filming that I've done over the last couple of days, and I'm not going to post it after the conversation I've had today. I'm just going to leave it at that, and, you know, as of next week, just start afresh and film what I can film. There'll be a new truck on Sunday, so new adventures with that, going to new places hopefully, and being able to take you guys along, but just have to be sensible about what I actually film. Is obviously, at the end of the day, my job is my number one priority. YouTube has never been my number one priority. Same as Craig, he said that, you know, YouTube became his main focus rather than his work. That's never been the case for me. My job is what puts food on the table, pays my pays my rent, etc. And when I go into truck shops, where I am now, you end up buying chrome products more and more. anybody else got a really bad habit of that? Going into a shop and ending up spending more more money on Chrome stuff. Cue the song of Oops, I Did It Again. That's literally my life at the moment. But hopefully after Sunday I'll have a nice truck where I can I know it's going to be mined for the week and the weeks after. I'm not going to be cap hopping, so I can actually clean it and make it presentable, because I got pictured today on the M6 by a photographer, and this thing just looks dirty. It's not been very well maintained, not maintained, but looked after, sort of exterior wise, which I want to have pride in something that I do, that, you know, if someone was to see me, not I've already been spotted before, but if someone was to see me, then I've got a nice clean truck, you know, that I'm proud to drive, rather than, you know, getting tossed left, right and centre. But anyway, I've rambled on too much. I don't know how long this is going to be honest with you, but I do apologise, another talking video. I just wanted to clear the air, put this out there, and then you guys can help me choose what way you think the channel should go. Do you want more tutorial stuff? Do you want more just daily in the life of a class 1 novice driver? Let me know in the comment section. But if you do like my content, please do consider subscribing. As usual, smash the like button. If you dislike it, tell me why. I've been getting dislikes on my video, and I want to know what I'm doing wrong that I can try and improve for you guys, to make it so you actually, you know, want to watch my stuff. Yeah, as I said, there's a few things I've said about drop a comment for, so please, comment section below, fill your boots. If you something you really want to talk to me about, Instagram, the Scottish Truck Driver, or there's a Facebook page as well, the Scottish Truck Driver. Mail me on there, and I'll get back to you whenever I can. Anyway guys, I've been Scottish Truck Driver. Thank you very much. Good night. Hope everyone's staying safe. Cheers.